name's Chanel and this is my YouTube channel about all my yarny adventures. This is my knitting and crocheting and any sort of yarn fibre related projects that I'm doing. Today, let's have a quick look around. Yes, it's all knitting for you today. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Mama of Yarn. I will put all the links in the description below where you can find me, all my project pages, any patterns that I talk about, any yarns that I talk about, Dyers, all of that really good yummy stuff right down below. So today I have, just glancing around, 1, 2, 3 works in progress to talk to you about, 1 finished object and 1 yarn acquisition. So first of all, I hope you are all well. I hope that you're able to find some time to spend with your crafting and your yarn, and I hope that you have had a good start to the year. So let's get started with the first, the only finished object. These are my leftover yarn from my yarn advent skein. I was able to get, oh my goodness, a second pair of socks out of the leftovers. They are knit on a 2.25 Chalgu 9-inch. I did, let's put one down. I did a 2x2 rib for 20 stitches, 20 rows. These are 64 stitches. I did a 50 row leg, a slip stitch heel flap and gusset, I believe, I want to say around 50 or 60 rows for the foot, and just my normal toe for those. Here is the label, the Yarn Badger, Santa's Rainbow, and they are absolutely beautiful. I have not got any of this skein left at all now. I used absolutely every last little morsel of it. Contrasting toes and heels are the Urban Pearl. That's in their Dark Side of the Moon colourway. I believe that's an Urban Quarter that it was called. I've got all the information in the description box in my project page, and those are those finished. They're absolutely stunning. I love them. Look how they sparkle. That sparkle, it's so pretty. I can highly recommend the Yarn Badger for self-striping yarns. It was an absolute pleasure using that yarn, and I definitely will be buying that again this year, and also looking at getting a few extra skeins to knit some stripy socks with. And that is those. I don't think there's anything left to say about those. I believe I got them to match almost. I'm about, if you can see here, just 1 row off, but no one will ever notice that when it's in your shoe. And that is those. They are beautiful. I thoroughly enjoyed those. So as I got that sock off the needles, I cast on another pair of socks out of Felici. This is called Bebop. It's finger and weight from Lip Picks. And all I have is just the cuff at the moment. I am knitting these on a 2.25 9-inch circular Chalgu. As always, 2x2 rib. I've got just that little bit, and that's it. And I think I'll make those for myself as well. So that's the first works in progress. second works in progress is my Aurora cabin shawl. This is an absolute beast now. It is huge. So let's get, here it is at the moment. Let's find the marker. Where was I when I last, here we are. So when I last showed you, I was here. Here's my little yarn whisperer marker, progress keeper, and I have crocheted, I haven't crocheted at all. Knit all of section 6, and I am, let's turn it round, about 5-ish rows off from finishing section 7, and then once I have finished section 7, it's just the border. But look at all those colours. Oh, I'm absolutely loving this shawl. I think there's around, I want to say, around 700 stitches at the moment, but it doesn't even fit on my needles very well now. I think I've got, excuse me, a 40-inch needle here, or cable should I say, and it's scrunched, look, absolutely scrunched up. Look at all these ends. I haven't done these ends yet. So let's turn it round and give you some information about it. So I'm knitting on Chow Goose. I believe they are, I will double check, 4mm size 6, 40-inch cord. I have various yarns attached. This is from my Yarn Whisperer Advent, the Tiki Bar, and it is absolutely stunning. Let's see if I can scoot these stitches down to give you the full, here we are. Look at that. Look at all those glorious colours. Absolutely stunning. It is definitely a masterpiece of a shawl. It's the Aurora Cabin Shawl by Stephen West, if you're not too sure. And it's the Hyber Knit Along for this year, for 2022. I can thoroughly recommend it. If you're not too sure, let's get a picture, here it is, of it finished. So this is what it, not that you can really tell, that's Stephen's finished one there. I'm obviously knitting it out of an Advent. Every single day is a different colour. So for each of the different sections, so for this section here, here and here, I've used 5 different days. I believe this was two days or maybe 3 days. Here I used a main colour for the garter ridges, and each of these different sections, that was 1 day, 2 days, 3 days and 4 days. It is an absolute pleasure. Look at those beautiful colours at the beginning. I think I'm going to need to bring in some of the earlier colours because I'm running out, because I have so many stitches now at the end. And that is that. Oh my gosh, it's a beast. It's going to be an absolute killer to block. At the moment, each row is taking around 45, between 30 and 45 minutes a row, which is hard going, I must say. And my last works in progress is, let's get the Adventure Shawl. This also is another Advent project that I started with my Woolly Mama yarn Advent. And here, let's find, this is the marker where I last showed you. Ooh, it's twisted. So this is what I had done previous. All up here. And I have now added days 12, 13, 14, and this is day 15. So let's start here. So I've added that pattern in. Here, look at that beautiful lace detail there. And that little bit of lace detailing. Oh, the light keeps going funny. I'm ever so sorry about that. And here we are with the last bit of lace. In between each lace section, there's a little brioche section which blends in the next day. And now that is halfway through. I have been fairly good. I've only got a few ends here to weave in. I've been trying to keep up on weaving the ends. Here's the back of this shawl. It's very neat still on the back, but there's the front there. Oh, look at it. If I just scrunch it all up, you can have a good look at each of the different sections of lace work. Some of them are repeated. That's a pretty one here at the bottom, like little diamonds. But that is that. I'm knitting this on a 3.75 millimeter. I believe that is a size 5, yes, a US size 5 needle. And these colours are stunning, so vibrant, so girly looking, isn't it? So soft as well. I'm thoroughly enjoying that. And that is all the projects at the moment. I've got one acquisition I'll quickly show you, if just in case you haven't already seen. I did a little unboxing last week. This is my Yarn Whisperer. Is that the right way around? There we are. Socke and Key for January 2023. 100 grams of Corriedale sock and a 20 gram mini. And there's also a little progress keeper, tiny weeny, I don't know whether you can see that, key, progress keeper. I won't lie, I was a little bit surprised to get a 100 gram skein of completely bare yarn, but I think this 20 gram mini definitely makes up for it. Look at those beautiful colours. Look how rich those blues are. Oh, there's a little bit of purple. Or is that? Yep, a little bit of purple. Got to think, I'm thinking of doing the jigsaw blanket by Stephen West with all my Socke and Key colourways. I've got to plan that. I'm sure it's going to be stunning. This is a subscription, monthly subscription that I purchase and pay for every month. I thoroughly enjoy it. Next month, I think it's coming out in the next couple of weeks. I'll link everything down below. So what have you all been up to? I would absolutely love for you to let me know. Put some comments in the description box below. I've got plans this week of finishing my Aurora cabin shawl. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get that done. I want to crack on with some of those socks. I'll probably put my Quest Advent shawl down for a little while just to focus on the Yarn Whisperer Advent shawl, and that's all the yarny goodness. Very cold here at the moment. We've had some snowy, icy weather, and unfortunately it's not looking like it's going to shift anytime soon, but I'm hoping that it will warm up soon. I hope that you're all well. This, as always, is going to be short and sweet. I've noticed that people prefer to have just the yarn content and aren't too fussed about my life and the goings-ons, but if you'd like me to talk a bit more about life stuff, just let me know. I'm more than happy to do a little bit of a share. And I believe that is everything. So I hope you're all well. I hope that you get time with your arts and crafts and yarn projects. I'm doing a pattern test for Kitey of the Yarn Whisperer, so I'll be able to share that with you in the next video because I'm working on it at the moment with you. It's a crocheted pattern test for Kitey of the Yarn Whisperer. It's extremely fun and exciting and a very short and sweet little project. If you ever fancy a small project, I'll be able to talk about it next week once it's finished. And I hope you're all well, and until we meet again next week, happy crafting. Bye!